Trevor.
See, I'm winning. You know, I've got to be a little bit more subtle than...
Trevor, can you look over your shoulder for one moment? We are in the middle of a very serious operation here that involves... How much are you winning?
See, I've tripled the money. I'm
going
all in. I think I can...
Cleo, get in here.
Trevor, come in.
He's here, Cleo.
I'm here. Look, this is going to look a little bit suspicious if I keep talking into my jacket like this.
Trevor, say the bit about how much money you made again.
I have made 30,000, Cleo.
What? You have to pay all that back.
Well, yes, but I'm gonna go in and I'm going to see if I can double it again. You know, just one more time. But I'm keeping an eye out. Boris looks fine.
Trevor, don't worry about Boris. We'll look after Boris. All right, you get that money.
All right. Well, I hope nothing happens that we can't. You know.
Oh, we're watching it right now.
He's fine. We've got his shrimp.
No, we're watching Boris's chat with older Boris right now, and it looks fine. It looks like a good conversation.
It's fine. Nothing's even happening.
Oh yeah, the old man's smiling.
He looks so jolly. I'm sure all of this will be sorted out before, we'll all be back in mid-space with 30,000 credits.
Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on you guys, but yeah, I mean, I think the Boris thing has sorted itself out.
Oh, the Boris thing is done. It's in the bag.
We're on a gambling mission now, surely.
Make that money, Trevor.
All right, back to it.
Can you believe how easily this is going, Cleo?
I told you it was going to be fine.
Pass me that shrimp.
No, wait. No. Don't take that many. We got to save them.
Believe how easily this is going.
It's fine.
Hello and welcome everybody to that cozy warm corner that we lovingly refer to as the Backwater Bastards in space.
In space.
Oh my days. I am your Dungeon Master for the evening, and with me as always we have the indomitably indubious Daniel, a.k.a. Dr. Z, the psychic jellyfish.
I am here, and I'm here for your winnings. I'm taking your money, and we are going to take it with us home.
To our house.
In mid-space.
Where we live.
Where we have our stuff.
And the sumptuous... I'm already regretting saying that.
Please, keep going.
And scrumptious? I don't know. I don't know how to double down on that one.
Scrumptious? Dickie,
People
you
say it.
wordsmith.
People say it. Look.
It's Taylor, a.k.a. Cleo.
It's not
the
bragging
bipedal
if
explosives expert
it's real.
bear.
So, thank you. Yes, it's me, the sumptuous. And you know who else is here?
Who is here, Taylor?
Well, it's amazing that you would ask because it's it's the ambrosial,
The appetizing.
the fragrant,
The aromatic.
the scented, the peppery,
The savory and the seasoned.
the piquant,
And the fresh.
the distinctive, aromatic.
Oh, we're just getting stuck in it now. Let's keep
DM
going.
Dick Dynamite.
It's the DM Dick Dynamite.
Hey!
I was trying to avoid stanky, which is also in here.
I got
So-
zesty, tangy, and tasty.
Yeah, the seasoned.
That's right up there with sumptuous and scrumptious, really.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm so glad to be back here. It has been a long, good break, but I want to know what happens.
It's been a while.
Oh, yeah. There's been a little gap between episodes. We had the holiday seasons, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year, the winter solstice.
And it was brilliant. I got to be very horizontal for a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't move much. I played video games and I slept. But on my mind constantly was, what
Those
is
shrimp?
Boris's dad gonna do? And how
and
bad
that.
is that shrimp covered in chocolate?
Probably pretty good.
In the moment, it sounded pretty bad, but coming back to it now, I'm
You're in.
game to give it a go. As long as it's dark chocolate.
Oh no, I'm not
it's
giving
not.
it a go. No.
I think that you need to understand first that the way that a chocolate fountain at a buffet works is that they're not putting anything good in it.
No, it's not even real. It's like
quantity.
It's Hershey's.
Ooh, but it's
No,
that
no, no.
American Hershey, so it's got the that vomit taste.
vomit flavor.
Yeah.
Vomit flavor. Yeah.
Yeah. And some of that vomit flavor
American
vomit.
listeners, there's a thing with American chocolate where there's a chemical in by requirement for American
to anyone
chocolates.
to anyone that doesn't eat American chocolate as standard, it tastes like a little bit of vom.
there's like an aftertaste. Yeah.
And this is not trying to be superior or better or anything like that. It's just science. and
No,
facts.
just trying to have better taste in chocolate. if
exactly.
anything.
All right.
I don't like chocolate.
Just trying to be. Actually, no. I'm going to go back on that. Trying to be superior.
We're just a little bit more elegant over here and a bit classier with our chocolate taste, okay?
Meanwhile, I'm rolling up like, if you eat chocolate, I think you're trash.
Oh, Taylor, do not say that. Take that back. Chocolate is brilliant.
I don't like it. I like fruit flavors.
I also prefer pie.
Fruit
Give me
flavors.
pie. I want pie.
Give me fruit flavors. Chocolate is stupid and overrated.
Well, we got a good mix then. We got a good spread of
Anyway,
flavors
now
over
that
here.
we've alienated a lot of people,
everyone
So anyone that's American or eats chocolate,
get out of here. No, I'm joking. You're welcome. Please come back.
well, if you like shrimps, you're in the right place because we have them.
oh, that's more than enough intro. I think we need to.
Okay, let's go into it. I can't keep it a secret anymore. I can't.
Taylor, we agreed we wouldn't go
I wanna
blurbing
tell.
it at the not at the start of the episode. We need people have been waiting for a
Can we
long
just tell?
time.
Can we tell him? Can we tell him right now? Can we just tell? Can we tell like
Dickie's
a couple
been
people?
working on a story as well. We can't just go
Can we just
giving
tell?
away all the secrets.
If we say it really
Okay,
quiet,
so we've been doing something. We've been doing something behind the scenes here. We've been working on something.
A big
And
thing.
I think we're about ready to announce it. We've got a big secret.
okay,
big,
let's tell.
At the end of the episode, right?
at the end of the episode. So
Okay,
stick
we're doing it at
around
the end of the
to
episode,
end.
Taylor.
At
You
the
can
end,
hold
at
your
the
breath
end.
until the end. Until the end.
I have to hold my breath the whole time.
No, we actually need you to breathe for the purpose of doing the episode.
But you could use some of that nervous energy, I think, for the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 All right. Okay, good.
See you at the end of the episode. Hurry up!
So, gang,
Mm.
do we need a little bit of a catch up of where we all stand right now?
I am standing at the bar with my bags of shrimp, and I know Z is wearing the jacket, and we just heard the lotion.
I'm wearing a jacket. I'm standing next to you holding a bag of shrimp and chocolate, and we're drinking some
Boris,
Tin Tops.
Dad Boris just said a bunch of really shitty stuff. I'm gonna kill your friends if they move. Boris
We
is
haven't
like,
heard that though,
please.
Taylor.
Well, yeah, but
But Boris has.
Boris has heard it.
right, but we are standing here, and but then there was like this point where he like said like your friends at the bar. Did he look at us and we clocked it or no?
I don't think we did.
Okay.
Also, what we do know, though, is that through Z's mind waves, we have figured out that there are some secret agents of
There's
danger,
some other
perhaps.
forces at play, yes.
Secret forces at play behind the current forces of play.
So, yes, the two of you at the bar, you got shrimp and chocolate, you got Tin Tops, and you're just sitting back, watching, making sure everything goes fine with Boris, which it seems to be. Boris is, talking to his father. Trevor, who's supposed to be like sort of keep an eye on the situation, but he's more engrossed in the fact that he is winning a lot of money now at the 21 table. Meanwhile, the gang of the 21 are strategically placed around the room, and they're all armed.
But they think that
and they're all
unarmed.
here for BJ. They think you're unarmed.
Well, we are not.
And
we're
BJ,
not.
of course, has made the
Thank you,
threat
Taylor.
that he...
I like that you were like immediately like, we're not.
We're not.
It's like you were personally attacked by that. Like,
I was personally attacked. It's not a threat. It's
so
a
good.
promise. Okay.
When the character becomes a real like thing in your mind. No, I have my guns on me. I'm not.
Don't fucking worry.
Yeah.
I've been planning this for weeks.
Oh yes. Come on, Dickie.
I've got so many things that are weapons, and you don't even know what they all are.
But you're about to find out.
Your stupid dad is gonna get shrimped.
So, my boy,
Gross.
I really think it's time for you to make a very swift decision. I know you are perfectly capable of making rash, impulsive decisions on a dime when it suits you. So now you're going to make a rash, impulsive decision for me. Are your friends going to die today? Or are you going to give me what I want? But before you say anything, my boy, I'm sure it's perfectly clear to you that we would love to have you come back. Come back and work for the company. Come back and live with me and your mother. However, if that isn't something that you are inclined to do, my boy, you could simply finish the work you started. Give me the missing information I require, and you and your friends can leave. Dad! Don't hurt them! I can... Okay, we can leave, yes? We can go back to mid-space. Everything will be... You let them be alive and you let me leave, yes? And I just give you the missing piece for the work.
Oh, Boris.
So you do have it then. You did finish, didn't you? You little rat.
So as the two of you are keeping an eye, you can see Boris is starting to crumble. His face very pale, his hands sort of quivering, his entire demeanor shrinking away from his father, although his father still has a very pleasant smile on his face, still sitting there with a teacup. Boris is shrinking away. Boris's posture has gone all low and frightened. And although you cannot hear the words being spoken, it looks as though Boris's resolve is failing.
Wait, have I got shield projectors on me or just weapons?
Oh, that's a point we didn't really discuss.
Ooh, that's a really good thing to ask right now before we get
I know.
slammed.
It's going to determine what I do.
I have been assuming that you have your shield projectors personally.
Okay, good.
Which I think that means that you can basically retroactively be like, yes, I always had them.
Okay. I treat them like a weapon, right? So
Yeah,
I
and
bring
in my mind, you all brought your main gear. Like Cleo has got her gun and a few explosive kits.
All right,
You've
all
got
right.
your blades and your projectors.
Cleo,
Yeah.
you're seeing that, right?
Seeing what?
The way Boris is stiffened like that. Usually he's got quite a, relaxed posture of, yeah, sure, it's anxious and it's rigid and it doesn't move much, but that is just brick-like.
Oh, yeah. Well, now that you say that, I'm looking at him and I mean...
Cleo, I don't think we need to be a telepath to understand that he is not okay.
You think he's folding?
He ain't folding, Cleo. He is being... I think he needs our help.
I knew this was going to happen.
We said we weren't going to get involved, but let's just... I think we need to be ready for something here, Cleo.
What do you mean we got to be ready?
I'm getting a bad vibe.
And I want to roll my telepathy,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to try and read the room, but I'm also just trying to read Boris.
Alrighty. Give me some separate rolls. Let's do this
Do two
methodically, I think.
telepathies, yeah. So
The
one's,
way this is going to go,
one's
yeah.
Boris and one's Boris Alien. So that's Boris, a 22, and an 18 for Boris Alien.
These are both very good rolls.
Fuck yes, we needed this.
Yes.
So first, you're reaching into Boris's mind and just sort of getting in there, and you can, like, without even having to dig around in his thoughts, you are very immediately able to tell that he is terrified of his father and is
Great.
particularly concerned about you and Cleo's safety.
Okay.
He seems to believe that in a fraction of a second, the two of you could be dead. He really, truly, deeply believes that whatever his father has said to him is completely true, and he is struggling with a real moral dilemma of that personal thing of protecting those people close to him. So he is facing a moral dilemma between something a value that he holds very dearly and he thinks is important to the world, and his love for his friends. Meanwhile, having read that from Boris, you move on to the more dangerous target. You're digging into Borithalion Jr., BJ's mind. You've rolled an 18. And you get in immediately. As you try and enter his mind, you feel some sort of psychic defense, and it doesn't feel natural. It feels like a artificial
Oh shit.
psychic defense, if that makes any sense. That's the only way you can sort of describe it. It doesn't feel like anybody is doing this. It feels like BJ just has this somehow, like an implant or something. It's not something you've ever encountered before, but you recognize it as being strange. Regardless, you do get past these defenses into his brain, and the first thing you notice is a real lack of any sort of emotional depth. He is sitting there, cold as ice.
Damn.
And there's rage flickering in the background, but it's not really at play in his mind as he turns away from Boris slowly and looks straight down the bar, straight at Dr. Z. And stands up.
Okay, I'm going to step in front of Cleo. Standing in front of Cleo, reach out the hand to Cleo and hold hands for a brief moment. And in that moment, I'm going to pass all this information on to Cleo as well.
Cleo, Boris is not okay. We're not okay.
And then my last thing is I'm going to project into BJ's mind that the honey boy is charging at him with Z inside it, with energy blades raised. And then just as I do that, I'm going to slip out of the honey boy and connect onto a passerby, just a random casino attendee that's walking by.
That's wild.
Is that okay? Is that too much?
That's not too much. I'm going to have to get you to do a mind hack on the the random passerby that you're jumping onto.
Telepathy and hacking. It's a 22 and a 20. Fuck yes.
Okay.
The dice are with me.
Easy. So Z pastes the image of the honey boy standing there and preps the animation, I guess it is, of the honey boy charging at BJ. He primes Cleo with the information she needs, gives her all his equipment. He pops out of the honey boy, attaching onto a passerby. It's a young Terran man who's just nursing a drink and holding his head. He's really upset that he's lost a whole lot of money, but Z just latches on, takes over. During this time, BJ is standing up, looking straight at what he thinks is Z, and then his eyes widening a little bit as he is experiencing Z running at him, energy blades flickering out. Nobody else is seeing this, but BJ actually sort of flinches a little bit and then holds up a communicator to his mouth.
I think the first object lesson is required.
The first what?
Object lesson.
Lesson.
Okay.
And in 1 second, this happens so fast. The green psychic alien that Z clocked earlier, she looks up at the balconies, a look of abject terror on her face. She yells out, "No!" But before she can warn anybody, just laser beams, like beams of plasma. This isn't like blasts of fire. These are solid beams.
Fuck.
Just cut down through the doors up on the balconies, and there's 21 of these beams all fire out at once. In a second, people screaming, people getting up, people running away. Trevor pocketing the pile of chips before quickly drawing his gun.
Trevor.
Nice one, Trevor.
Nice one, though.
And the smell of burning, the smell of plasma, as BJ himself sort of backs away from the illusion of Dr. Z running at him. The beam of light that should have hit that target, seemingly doing nothing, but 20 other bodies drop lifelessly to the floor. Every single one of them wearing the staff uniforms of the casino, including the member of the 21 that Z had caught before.
No.
Including the psychic green alien who had almost realized what was happening before it happened. 20 members of the 21 dropped to their knees, dropped to the ground.
Fuck.
Holes sliced and cauterized through each of their skulls.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
They just killed all the 21. They thought the 21 were with us.
they killed like all.
They killed
wait,
the
all of
20.
them?
I think Marcus the cat is still alive somewhere, but they just killed the 20 remaining members of the 21, thinking that they were with us.
And there was one more blaster that was meant for Z, but it wasn't the real Z.
What? Wait, what happened to me?
Well, you're left standing there holding the honey boy as all these bodies drop, as there's smoking holes in the foreheads of each of them, as Z is slinking off on another body. BJ taking a step back and erecting an energy shield in front of him. So Cleo, like, there's just a smoking hole in the floor in front of her.
So he's wearing a shield. What? Can you describe the shield to me? Like, what's this shield situation?
So it just looks like the same energy field that you've seen in prison ships and that sort of thing. like a wall of energy.
You know how when you're playing a video game sometimes and a dude throws up a shield, but like you have to go behind him and beat his butt? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot like that.
So he's got like his front is covered, but nothing else.
This isn't an energy shield in the sort of like the anti-kinetic way that Dr. Z has. This is like some other kind of tech where he's just built a wall in front of him.
Okay. All right. Well, this is horrible. And
oh no, what are you going to do?
Oh, fuck.
I better get a new body.
No. But I'm just like, this is like, we're here. We're in this situation. A lot of people have just died.
Yeah.
And I am in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
With this guy. And I'm just like, time to start monologuing.
Yes. Monologue.
Probably because realistically, it's like, I don't know what to do yet. Because
it's
like,
fucking happening quick.
Do you know what I mean, though? Like, it's one of those situations where, like, a big thing has happened, but, like,
20 people have just been killed.
I don't want to make a move. I don't feel like there's a logical move to make.
Well, I mean, whatever these weapons are, they are big and scary, more so than the kind of thing you've encountered before.
Yeah. And it came from the balcony. Like, up.
Yeah.
You can see, basically, bullet holes.
Yeah.
And there are 3 separate balconies up above you. And all 3 of them, invisible forces, have just shot through the wall, through the door, down, and hit their targets perfectly.
Dang.
People that you cannot see because they're on the other side of the wall.
It's fucked up.
All right.
Well, that was a hell of a bang. Okay, I gotta hand it to you. That was a hell of a bang, and I ain't never seen anything quite like that. So, I mean, blow the hair right off a peach, and that's something else. But now, I mean, what's this about?
As Cleo steps up and initiates this conversation, people are screaming and running. People are just fleeing the casino floor. The bar staff, who were all secretly members of the 21, all dead. So as people was just like pushing and struggling to get out the doors, BJ is more or less ignoring them. Trevor is standing up with his weapon drawn, but looking a little bit concerned to move. He's not pointing the weapon at BJ at all. As BJ's mind clears and he realizes what has been done, because he did, his psychic defenses were triggered. He knows. He turned and looked at you. He knew you were in his mind. And you see him shake his head, disappointed at himself, it seems, of anything, of being fooled by such a simple trick.
Oh, he doesn't think he shot me? Fuck.
Okay.
Is looking about the room, looking down at Boris with disdain, trying to work out where Z is gone, and then finally, seeming as though he wasn't even listening, stopping back on Cleo.
I don't suppose you're going to tell me where your other little friend has gone. But I don't suppose it really matters, does it? My forces have their weapons trained on the 2 of you. If the Dr. Z makes any sort of move at all, the 2 of you die. So, Doctor, wherever you are hiding, I would like it for you to take that on board, please, before you make any foolish decisions. Now, Boris, I'm afraid I won't be able to kill all of your friends today right now, but my offer still stands. The bear and the Zargian, they can survive for all I care. You just need to give me what I want. You know exactly what it is I want, isn't it, my boy? So, I'm just going to show you this little projection here. And all I want you to do is push a few buttons. I want you to show me the missing piece of this little puzzle. And then all of this can be over. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Boris? Stay back, Leo. He'll do it. Trevor, put your gun down. Okay, Dad. Yes. It's okay, everybody. This is my problem. I've got to sort it out. Right.
And Boris starts touching on the heads-up display of this projection and moving pieces. He's drafting with one finger, drawing little 3-dimensional shapes and placing them. The 3D image just appears to be just kind of mindless electronics as far as you can tell. It's just a bunch of components and pieces. It doesn't really mean anything to either of you. But Boris is clearly completing it.
Fuck.
Nah, I hear you. I mean, that was a hell of a show. That was a hell of a show, that, whatever that was, that weapon. incredible. Now I gotta level with you. I do gotta level with you now. We ain't here for your boy. He was just... It's just that we knew whose boy he was, and we wanted to meet you. We're here for the weapons. We want to strike a deal.
You hear that, Boris? Isn't that funny? You've forsaken your family, forsaken your career, all your friends back on New Terra, and well, you sounds like your new friends aren't very good friends at all, are they, my son?
Well, I mean, he was grinning like a jackass eating briars while we was with him, but now it was all a means to an end. Not nothing, Boris. If you had an idea, it would die loneliness. Now, you know this whole time was too good to be true. Now, we couldn't be shacking up with a little weirdo like yourself. Ain't that right? Yeah, well, now we got business. But...
Cleo, you don't want to...
You're in the way, boy. You're in the way. Now we got business to do, and you're so dumb you couldn't pour piss out a boot. If the instructions was written on the heel.
You don't want to do this.
I know exactly what I want to do. We have wanted to do this since we laid eyes on your stupid ass at the airport. What were you doing in there driving a golf cart around like you weren't? You missed the whole thing now, didn't you? And it happened all right in front of your damn eyes, and you were too stupid to see it. Now, we have finally got ourselves to the exact place that we've been trying to get to for all this time. Now, Mr. Boris Elian, please, can I get you a drink? Because we have got so many things to discuss.
Boris, I think I actually do like your friends. So you stay there and you finish your work like a good boy. Daddy's going to go and make a deal. Just like old times, isn't it, Boris?
Oh my God.
I'll do the talking with all the nice people, and you can just stay over there and do what you're good at.
And BJ, with a delighted look on his face, slowly struts towards Cleo, not stepping all the way there, but certainly creating some space behind him.
Now, my friend, I am absolutely tickled by the prospect that you might want something from me, or that you might believe you have something that you can offer me that would be of any value whatsoever, but I'm afraid you are of no consequence. You've brought me my son, and for that I'm very thankful, but do you expect some sort of reward?
Absolutely not.
How about your life?
Oh, well.
How about I let you walk out of this casino, and I don't end your miserable existence? Would that be a fair trade, my furry friend?
More than fair. Now, we've seen the demo. And I mean, we might be able to do something for you. Now, you see, we really like what you make. And I don't know, I mean, I think you often have some real precious cargo, and that kind of thing's real hard to get across the border. Now, we know something about that.
Well,
But we're diplomats.
isn't
And I
that
don't know.
interesting?
Maybe we could help each other out. You could let us keep our lives, like you said. That's something that, we're real fond of. But, I don't know, maybe we could run some little errands for you. Help each other out. Maybe in time, something will blossom between us. Like a dandelion in the wind, shared with a brother.
You don't know what he's like, Cleo. You can't trust him. What a suggestion. Cleo, was it? The tall one, the furry one.
That is me. At your service. With bells on.
What makes you think I don't have all the assistance I could ever need? I am one of the richest people in New Terra, you know.
Oh, I know. It's just that I seen you in the paper a few times. Getting caught up in, what was that? Arms deals? Somewhere across the Synth border? That's real rough. I mean, I know that you can get out of it. You got the credits, but It sure is a lot of credits that you gotta part yourself with for no dang reason at all, when you could have the same thing from us for free. Gratis.
Oh, I see, and this is within your means, is it?
Well,
It's within...
it ain't the first illegal crime that we've committed today. These diplomat passports help a whole lot greasing the wheel, you know what I mean?
Oh, isn't that an interesting prospect? Now, I believe you'll be heading back to mid-space after this, is that correct?
Wherever the money takes us.
Well, I have my eye on the place right now, you see. Actually, speaking of, perhaps there is something you can do for me after all. Cleo!
Boris the adults is talking.
You see, I do know you have made the acquaintance of a certain princess. I think she calls herself on the station there, and well, perhaps you could deliver a message for me. You'd like that, wouldn't you? You could be a little messenger bear for me.
I would be delighted.
Well then, just sit back there. I want you to watch something, and then I would very much like for you to relay everything that has happened here back to the good princess, because I'm sure she will find it most interesting.
And BJ looks up towards the balconies
Wait.
and claps twice.
Wait. Before this happens, Z has been walking around.
Yeah, what has Z been doing?
Yeah,
I need-
please. Because is he going to kill our pilot? Just
Yeah. As soon as Z realizes that Cleo is doing this, my attention is switched from trying to get to Boris and trying to get to BJ to making sure that Trevor is safe. And so I am running up on my civilian body
It's a bit of meat shield.
and just trying to get towards Trevor as quick as possible.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Trevor, it's me.
Z. Great.
Trevor, I'm gonna need you to go with what happens here.
Alright, I think I made a little mistake drawing the gun. I probably should have just run along with everyone else, but
Trevor, I'm gonna run into you, and I'm gonna need you to put that gun in this hand.
alright, just don't get yourself shot, Z. I mean, whatever, if this body gets shot, fine, but just be safe, right?
That's why I'm here, Trevor.
I'm still here.
I'm sorry, but you have family. I know you understand.
Energy credits are energy, right? They're used
Yeah.
in weapons, they're used in shield projectors, they're used in all these things. It's the main energy force.
Yep.
I'm going to use the civilian body and charge towards Trevor. And as I grab the gun out of Trevor's hand, I'm going to also grab the credits out of his other hand and throw them into the air and barrel roll into Trevor. And Z is going to slide off the civilian body onto Trevor.
It's chaos. I love it.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, as BJ is raising his hands to clap, looking up towards the balcony, when he stops and turns and he sees the possessed Z running towards Trevor. There's a flicker of annoyance in his eye as he sees us. Oh, stop that! And gives a little inclination towards the two of you as Z tackles Trevor, takes the gun, throws the credits into the air, not a second too soon, as one of those lasers comes firing down from one of the doorways directly towards the body that Z had possessed. As Z slides off, the young, broke gambler, looking at the gun in his hand, doesn't have long to think about this before there's like this laser beam coming down towards him. Another one coming from another angle towards Trevor and Z. And the credits go up. And there's an explosion, there's sparkles, there's carnage in the sky. Everyone is temporarily completely blinded
Blinded by the light.
as credits are blowing up. And there's noise and smoke and sparkles. And as it settles,
That's so casino.
Trevor, feeling around his body, is like, I think they missed. And then looks up. And there are more holes now in the balcony walls up there. And you can see from the one that's been shooting at the two of you that you've got quite a good line on, there's someone moving in behind there. And you see what looks like the barrel of a gun just peek a little bit through, clearly pointed down at the two of you. But as this happens, the civilian drops the gun, puts his hands up. It's like, it wasn't me. He's over there.
I know precisely that it wasn't you. Get out of the way.
BJ clicks his fingers, and another laser comes down through the head of the civilian, who drops down to his knees and flat on the ground, smoking.
Fuck.
BJ glaring down at Ze and Trevor.
That was not very smart.
Well, I thought it was smart.
Do you want to try it again?
Dang.
What's Trevor got in his inventory?
Not a lot. He's just got like, well, you've given away his gun, and you've thrown away his credits. Thousands and thousands of credits. A lot of them destroyed by lasers.
Well, it stopped the fucking being shot to bits, so...
You saved his life.
Saved the life, yeah.
For now. BJ holding one hand up in the air. Essentially, that finger staying up is the one thing stopping his forces from firing, it feels like, as he looks with a glare towards Trevor and Ze, back over at Cleo, gives a slight look back at Boris, who is still nervously, distractedly working on that 3D projection of an electronic device.
I think you all better bear in mind that I don't need to keep any of you alive at all.
I think you better bear in mind that was my pilot. And why do you think I'm in a position to offer you anything at all? It's because of that right there.
You ever been through the wall, friend?
The first time? Or how about the second time? What about the 8th time? Have you ever made it? Have you? With a truckload of expensive, precious, live cargo.
Well, now.
Oh, well, now I just need you to know that I have. I've been through the wall a couple times, and every time on the first time because of that pilot. That's my asset. Now, I can help you, but I'm gonna need that pilot if you don't. Dang mind.
Well, I did realize that the four of you did escape from the Emperor, after all. I suppose
well,
that's how you did it, right through the shattered wall, was it?
That was part of it. That was part of it indeed. Now, you don't have to respect us. That's fine. A lot of people don't. And that's their first mistake. You don't want to make a deal? That's fine.
I think perhaps you should all just gather up together in one place. Let's be civil about this.
So you can end us all at once? No, I think we're all right where we are. You got a message for the princess? Why don't you hand it over now so we can be on our way and you can get your sniveling brat out from under our hair, because I'll tell you what, it's been a hell of a babysitting job.
Boris, isn't she fun? You look like you're almost done there though, Boris. That's very, very good work. Just keep it up, my boy. This is all going to be over very, very soon. All right, up there. Just don't hurt them, okay? I'm almost done. I'm doing what you said, so you just have to let them go. Otherwise, I will delete all my work. If you kill even one of them, I will delete it all. I don't care what happens. Quiet, Boris. The adults are talking. Now,
Fuck
yes,
you.
the methods for the princess. My friends up there, I'm afraid one of you is going to have to step out from your safe perch and show our friends what you've got up there. Yes, do you come?
A nervous twitch behind all the laser holes in one of the walls up on the balcony.
Oh, fuck. What have you got here now, Dickie? Jesus Christ.
And then the balcony wall slides open,
Fuck.
and a very heavily militarized looking Terran steps out wearing red and gold armor.
Fuck.
Their head totally encased in some sort of goggled helmet,
Fuck.
carrying what looks like a huge sniper type blaster rifle,
Okay.
which you presume is what is producing these beams of pure energy. They seem to hand that weapon back to someone behind them, and it handed something else. They've got a big square, 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot almost,
Over.
and they step out onto the balcony and then lift one hand, and the square hovering and twitching in air, held by telekinetic force, as they extend that hand and the square comes down over the casino floor, descending down and settling down on the table in front of Boris and BJ. And as it comes down, you realize the square is some sort of cage, has transparent glass-like sides all around the outside. And inside that cage is a cat.
Oh, is Marcus?
Marcus.
All right. I guess they want to kill Marcus in front of us and make us feel bad, but like, guess what? Fuck Marcus.
Yeah. Keep that to yourself, though, Dan.
Yeah, I will.
Boris, upon seeing a cat appear in front of him, just sort of like twitches and hides away.
It's in a cave. It's in a cave. And it's not the scariest thing here anyway.
And continues with his work.
Fuck.
Now, my friends, I need to have a little chat with an old acquaintance. Marcus, you're looking better than ever.
They know each other.
I do like you this way a lot more than your old form.
Marcus has been sleeved. Taylor. Taylor's meeting another sleeved.
I think, Marcus, I think you better take in your surroundings a little bit, because I'm afraid you're now the leader of a gang called The One.
Oh, fuck.
Marcus, those glaring cat eyes just sort of staring out silently at BJ.
You were on holiday for too long, Dick. Fuck.
Keep that in.
Yeah. I just think you were on holiday for a bit too long because you're coming in episode 1, 2023 with some hurt.
He's coming in really hot, is all I'm
Coming
saying.
in hot. And I just would like you to back off just a bit.
Marcus. It really is,
Fuck.
it's convenient that you and your people decided to come here, actually. There's something you can do for me now. I know that my people have taken away your voice modulator, so no need to reply. I just wanted to know that, I don't have any ill will towards you. I know you were just doing what you thought was a good idea, but I'm afraid you're going to have to resume the original plan, if it's all the same. I want you to return what you stole to the captain. Who do you think told her that Zuzu was hiding that on that station anyway?
Fuck.
The captain is doing something very useful for me, and you and your people aiding the captain was really all part of the plan, so you need to get on the right page, my boy, if you want to suffer the same fate as your fellow 21 members. Now, what I want you to do is return the device to the captain. And, Boris, how are we getting on back there? I finished it. It's done, Dad. That's all gone now, yes? Oh, look at that. It's delightful, Boris. Yes, I see. Yes, it all makes sense. Well, you could go deleting that if you want now, Boris, but I think I already understand the fundamentals of the device, so, you're really not much use to me anymore, are you? But Marcus, no, I'm going to give you this.
BJ struts over to Boris, grabbing the device that was holding the projection, closing it down, and sliding it in the top of the cage of Marcus.
This is all the captain needs to finish the device. And once he gets it working, then mid-space will be hers all over again, and I think she'll be very delighted with that. So, here's what's going to happen, Marcus. We're going to deliver you in this state, I think, back to the captain, and I think you're going to have to get down on all fours, if you pardon the expression, and you're going to have to beg for your life from her, because it's not really mine to take. You didn't know you were betraying me, so you can go face the woman that you did betray, and you can give her this device. And as for you,
He looks back over to Cleo.
you might as well tell the princess what I've done here. She will understand the full import of what's happened here. And I thought she was turn in kind, and, well, who knows what will happen on mid-space with all these chaotic forces at play. I can't wait to see. I smell money. And you've all played your part perfectly. So I think I'll be going. Now, Boris, I don't want to see your face again. I don't think you are going to come with me, actually. In fact,
He walks up to Boris. Boris, trembling, shrinking back. BJ raises one hand, looking as though he's just going to strike him across the face. Raises that hand. Boris, trembling. And then BJ laughs it off.
look at you squirm. Oh, farewell. Goodbye to all of you.
And he just walks towards some doors at the back of the room, negligently, not looking back at any of you.
Well, that's the bit that hurts.
As the telekinetic soldier up the top raises Marcus in the cage back up and steps back into the darkness up in the balcony. And BJ walks slowly away towards the double doors, leaving all of you a little bewildered, knowing there are still beams trained on you, until the moment BJ vanishes through the doors and they close behind him. And Boris finally drops to the floor and bursts into tears.
Cleo! I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. Wizard all. Wizard just be dead. Wizard just. You don't know what I've given him.
Cleo's watching him wail on the ground, and she kind of like scans the room a little bit, and she's just like,
Keep crying. We're through.
and she just drops the bags of shrimp, and they spill, all the shrimp and chocolate spill all over the floor, and she just turns and walks out.
Come on, Trevor.
Trevor looks at Boris, but then nods at Cleo. So Trevor, with Z riding on his back, starts trudging away from Boris as well.
You want the, I'll just drop you off on the honey boy there, Z.
Are we casually walking away now?
Yeah, just walks over to the honey boy, extending an arm to allow Z to climb back into it.
Thank you, Trevor.
He looks back at Boris again and then...
And Trevor,
Yeah, Z.
if they were put in that position, they would have done the same.
Heck, Z. At least we're all alive, right? The ones who count.
And Trevor looks back at Boris again and then follows Cleo out the door, leaving Z to climb back into the honey boy.
Trevor! You need to listen to me. You don't want to be doing anything for my daddy. Even if it seems like it's something innocent. It's what he's up to. It can't be good. Why are you all going? I'm sorry. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. I can be better. I can be better this time. I didn't mean to get caught. I didn't mean to.
Trevor,
Scurrying out behind Cleo's. Heck. We're taking him with us, right? This is all an act for BJ's sake.
Trevor, keep walking. Eyes ahead. It ain't safe.
I don't like this one bit, Cleo. We should be there for Boris right now more than ever.
We are there for him, Trevor. We're keeping him alive. Now keep your mouth shut and keep walking.
Okay, well, Z's gonna get him out, right? Heck.
It ain't over yet.
I can't lose Boris and all that money on the same day.
Fucking hell.
Trevor!
Stop it.
Trevor, you piece of shit!
We cut back to Ze and Boris. The only two people visible in the room now is all the 20 are lying dead on the ground. All the gamblers have fled and escaped. The place seems to be like almost like a ghost town. Everyone's just run back to their ships because they know something really heavy is going down. Boris sobbing in the middle of the room.
I'm sorry. But I don't know where else to go. Don't leave me behind here.
Boris. Boris. Boris.
And then telepathy roll. So I'm going to do a telepathy roll to reach out to see like what is heard.
You're reaching out to see if the snipers...
To see if they're still watching. That's a 24. Holy shit. Fucking yes. Bada boom. Okay.
So as Z
God,
turns
what's
his
it?
back on Boris, leaving him totally crestfallen and alone, he reaches out to scan the balconies. And it's a good thing that you guys have been careful, it seems, because they are still up there, still training their weapons down
Fuck.
at Z.
Tay, you were right.
But with the 24, you can
is
get
so
right
good
up
that Tay was
inside
right.
The mind of one of these guys and see what they're up to if you want.
Oh, it's so good that we got a 24. Holy crap.
It's so good that you were right, though, because we were about to get fucking shot, Taylor.
Z can, through the eyes of one of these soldiers, can see what's going on. They're standing there. They're looking down at Z as Z walks out the door, leaving Boris behind. And finally, one of the soldiers directly in front of the one you're looking through the eyes of opens up the communicator. BJ, the last of the friends is left. Boris is now alone. Shall we return to the ship then?
Just wait for just a few moments more. I just want to be absolutely certain that they're not going back for him. If they do, kill them. I want my son to learn that he cannot rely on others. He needs to be strong if he's going to take over the family business. And that still is on the cards, I'm afraid. He's too brilliant not to become like me. You'll see. He's got it in him. I can tell, so I kind of hope they do come back for him. If anything, will snap him out of these silly feelings he's been having. I think watching that bear shot down in front of his face might do it. Anyway, keep me posted. You can just wait a little while, just to be sure.
Got that, sir. Right, everybody. Just keep an eye on the window. If they come back for Boris, we end them. Make sure he sees.
See, don't go. Just think about it.
Boris.
I need to get my stuff and.
Boris,
from
would
this
you
place.
listen? You did very well with the trains back on mid-space, and you have helped us get as far as we did. But we were never going to need you. We were never going to be able to count you as a team member. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that moment on mid-space news. That brief moment from your silly life in the customs terminal. With Cleo and I, and Trevor. Oh, best friends I thought you bet it meant.
Fuck, that's mean.
There is never a world where we would hide behind those doors with you. Never a world where we would travel mid-space with you. Boris, every moment that we had, stews, ladders, the guild on Prospector's Town, the train, it's all been fake, Boris.
But it wasn't fake for me, Z. I need you guys, please. I don't want to stay here.
Boris, we have never needed you.
And as I reach out, I'll hold out the hand towards Boris and grab Boris's hand. And at that moment, the tentacle reaches through and touches Boris. And the only thing he hears echoing through his mind:
we've always needed you, and we still need you.
And then that's when, oh fuck, stop it, brain. And then,
Boris looking up with big sad eyes as Z enters his mind.
And at that moment, I bring Cleo and Trevor into the mind projection.
Boris, you fool. You're in danger here. We had to act like that just to keep you safe. They've still got guns trained on us all, so just don't be an idiot. Keep crying like a fool on the floor there for a little bit longer.
Boris, we're a family. Ain't none of that true. But you're in danger. We're all in danger. Keep it up.
Boris, we do need you. Your dad is starting a war on midspace. We're definitely going to need your help. Heck, we can't have a genius weapons maker on their side and not on ours. Obviously, we need you.
Trevor, I don't think that's quite the sentiment we're trying to go for here.
Okay, we personally need you. You want to get this one, Cleo?
Oh, Trevor, I think you need to bloody say it.
We love you, Boris.
Oh, okay, well, there's a bit much, Trevor, but yeah.
Did you leave me at the... We all love... Z loves you. I love you. Cleo loves you.
I love you too, Boris. And Z, you have to say it too. Everybody gotta say it now.
Boris, you're like Bengerminst.
Nah, that ain't it.
Boris.
Don't forget there's a gun trained on you right now. Now do it right.
Boris. Look.
Did he say it? Did he really... I mean... Okay, it sort of sounded like he said it, but...
Oh, yes, I said it. Everyone said it. Now, Boris, you're in danger.
Don't show any sign that we've done this. You just need to wait it out. Z can give you a message when it's safe to come out, and we'll deal with all this.
We'll be waiting.
Boris, still shaking, sobbing on the floor, his eyes filled with tears, and to any observer, tears of utter grief. But somewhere along the line there, they turn to tears of happiness.
Oh my God.
Tears of relief, as he's just let himself go, flopped on the floor, finally able to let go of those doubts that he was worthy, because he is part of something. He's part of the group.
So if you ever follow us again, we'll get the cats on you. Yes, we'll get the cats from the gate, and they shall turn into real ones, and they will get you, and Trevor will have your room and access to all your things, and Cleo will never know you're sent again, okay? And so you will be forgotten, even to Jordan. Jordan shall forget you too. Reese, we shall wipe you from the memory banks. And did I mention that we shall get rid of pancakes from the food replicator?
You smell.
So don't you ever dare come back.
I'm gonna go make a pancake right now.
Boris sobbing on the floor, although tears of happiness now, mind you. And Z leaving behind, still keeping an eye out on those soldiers up on the balconies, laughing amongst themselves as they call up BJ again. Well, boss, the little nerd is there lying on the floor, sobbing. All his friends have left him. Do you want us to scoop him up for you?
What did you say?
You know, he's a bit of a loser, isn't he?
That's my son you're talking about. Which one of you said it? Number 2, the rest of you, other side of the room, take him out. Yes, no, take him out. Nobody talks that way about my son.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, buddy. No hard feelings, but
Now, does anyone else have anything else they'd like to say about my flesh and blood?
No, not at all, sir. Did you want us to pick him up then and take him back to the ship?
No. Leave the boy. He can fend for himself for a while. Let's just let him wallow in his grief for a little while. Let him understand how much he does need his dear old father. And then we'll pick him up. We'll give him a job to do, and he can perhaps finally he'll understand all that I have done for him. It's been all necessary. But no, come back to the ship now. Let's leave him. My friends here at the casino will let us know where he's gone. What a day.
As Cleo, Ze, and Trevor trudge out of the casino, there are Terran military guards in white and silver uniforms who simply wave you through. There don't seem to be anyone else, no staff, no gamblers, just these quiet military people who sort of give you inexplicable nods and wave you through. It seems BJ's influence extends quite far. As you walk outside, and as you get there, you can see most of the ships have left. There are a few people who are sort of getting their things together, leaving the casino. The Terran military appear to be doing some sort of cleanup job, some sort of thing where they are just getting everyone out and making it so BJ's mass murder never happened. The three of you, Trevor, tears in his eyes. He's wiping back and sniffling. Walk back to the ship you commandeered from Boris's cousin.
As we walk towards the ship to take off, is there any taxi drivers nearby?
I mean, there's got to be, yeah. I feel like there must be shuttles that go just down to New Terra from this satellite.
Yeah. I'm going to walk up to one of the taxi drivers and just take off the jacket that I was wearing.
There's someone in there who's waiting for this. Give them a ride.
Oh, very good. Where to?
Fly towards the asteroid belt. We'll meet you there.
Very well then. I'm afraid I'll have to accept payment up front. You understand?
I'll pay twice.
And of course, keep your mouth sealed.
Oh, of course. Don't you worry, I'm not all that friendly with the military types, so we'll keep this all between us.
Okay, and I'll just leave the jacket slumped over a sign next to the taxi, making sure that the red is visible.
He'll see you.
And then walk back towards the ship.
As the three of you board the ship, Trevor taking controls and flying out away from the landing dock, the casino, the Imperial Suites.
Taylor, if you didn't remind me of that jacket every fucking day of the last week, I would not have thought of that. It is listener, you need to know. Taylor has been messaging me being the jacket. We need to use the jacket.
Every time I've talked to Dan since the last episode, I'm like, don't forget the jacket.
I'm glad we found a use for it, because I was meaning to have BJ be annoyed, or I said it, but it just
didn't come up, but it has come in the perfect time.
Because in that episode, I did forget about it, and I was mad at myself.
The tension was too high for that to even matter.
Yeah.
But it's worked brilliantly, but I would not have thought about it at all if Taylor wasn't reminding me the jacket.
I've fucking bothered Dan. I text Dan at 2 a.m.
It's good.
I text Dan at 3:30 a.m. Don't forget the fucking jacket.
Though. Don't forget
the fucking jacket. The jacket.
So as you fly out to a point in space and then turn off the lights and sit there waiting, you see BJ's ship eventually, a few minutes after you, go sailing out, not a care in the world, out of the casino planet, rocketing back down towards New Terra. And then, quite some time later, the three of you sitting in near silence, just waiting. Eventually you see the small taxi shuttle coming out of the casino, driving somewhat confused in your general direction. Eventually, you get hailed over on the radio.
I've got him here. How are we going to do this? Would you like us to board?
All right, yes, I'm opening up the third starboard dock. Here we go.
And as the taxi shuttle clamps on to the outside of the ship, you hear doors opening. Some footsteps. The doors closing and the ship vanishing off, and
Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business. No one will ever know who I took where.
and you hear the quiet footsteps of someone slowly trudging through the ship till finally, Boris, red-faced, his eyes still full of tears, his hair more of a mess even than usual, staggers onto the bridge of the ship, looking at the three of you.
Dang.
Well, bloody hell, Boris, don't just stand there. Say something. We've all been waiting. Okay, well then, bloody hell, Boris, I'll say something. We were all having a very difficult time before. It was very difficult trying to tell you all those mean things. I didn't mean one of them. You can have pancakes. In fact, we've cooked a bunch of them over there. Probably too many, because every table's full of them. Trevor has not stopped worrying about you since the moment you stepped foot on that casino. Cleo, over here, has made an entire new aquarium. And, well, I was really worried about you, Boris, and wanted you to see that you came home safe.
Boris lunges at Ze, catching him in a wide and wild hug. I love you too, Ze.
Well, here's what.
Trevor rushing in behind to pile on and hug Ze and Boris both as well.
Of course we needed you, silly little man.
Cleo just wordlessly folds a pancake into his hand.
You're home now. We can fix whatever else happened. We're sorry. That was real ugly. Didn't have no other way around it.
You scared me a lot, but I'm glad you do that all actually like me because, well, I wouldn't know who else to go to with this. As I was trying to say before, you don't know what it is that I just made for him. I don't
think you need to worry, Boris. It's just last time you made something, it was, like the butter knife, and that was quite new and revolutionary and quite crazy, but, I'm sure it's nothing as wild as that, right?
Well, I think I need to tell you all a little bit about my past. I think on this trip back to Mid-Spice, we are going home, aren't we? I have to tell you why I left my daddy and what it is that he now has.
And that is where we'll end the episode.
Jeez.
Fuck.
Oh. Wow. This was the first episode back of the year.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's going to be so
it's going to be so
nice.
much fun. We're going to have a great time.
So beautiful and crispy and shrimps and
Fucking
chocolate
hell.
and casinos.
Casino heist.
And little beeps from a slot machine. And we're going to wear little red outfits. And there's going to be little cocktails.
Honestly, all of those things, thought that all of those things were going to happen. The last episode was a barrel of laughs. And then this episode, tears.
I can't say that I expected to Old Yeller anyone.
Nope.
I mean, that was all you guys too. I did not set that up for you to do. I loved it though. It was so dark and deep, and ultimately kind of felt very necessary too, because it's such a perilous situation you're
Dickie,
in.
you kind of put us in a situation where we had big energy beam lasers above us that we couldn't see, but that could kill us at any moment.
Can you believe that Trevor almost died?
Yeah. So don't try and say that you couldn't understand that we went out of the box, because you put things out of the box pointing at us.
Let me just ask this. Dick, were you really going to kill Trevor?
Well, I mean, not willfully, intentionally, but BJ.
God. I told you
he was going to kill Trevor. He was going to kill Trevor.
When we sat down,
would kill any one of you if you
he was going to kill Trevor.
Because I told you when we sat down, Dan, you said he's wearing the turtleneck, and I said, I know he's going to hurt us, and look what happened.
I know. You're right. He's wearing the turtleneck. He's in a killing mood.
He's wearing the turtleneck. That's it.
I'm not gonna lie. I put you guys in a pretty impossible situation. The fact that all four of you got out alive is was good. Though. It's,
turtleneck.
I can live with that.
I think now we know Every time we see him in this turtleneck,
He's going to hurt us.
he's going to hurt us. He's done it every time.
I mean, the 21 didn't fare so well.
Oh,
did
that's fair.
I also can't believe you did that because like we had such a fun moment with Z and the big guy from the 21 in the previous episode where they're like, oh, I'm in your way. Oh, no, sorry.
That's why
I'm in
he
your
had to
way.
kill him. It's all your fault.
Yeah, all of them.
You had too much fun with that guy.
But Taylor, that means that BJ thinks that we have enough reach to show up with what, 24 people?
But then there's also, I mean,
That's
like,
kind of dope.
BJ had this thing with the 21 as well, didn't he? Like, they were part of his designs on Midspace.
Yeah.
Because there's whatever they stole from Bobby's Gome Depot.
I know.
Was something.
Oh, you don't need. I got it. They stole something from Bobby's Gum Depot that we ignored, and you're not going to let us ever forget it, okay? We told you, no, we don't want any party or story. We want to just pay for our shopping and leave, and you have now set out a personal vendetta.
And Dick's like, I'm going to make you wish you'd wanted a part of this shit.
Exactly. You are
Now you'll never know anything about the 21 because they're all dead.
I wrote pages of lore on this stuff, and I want you to know about
And
it.
I'm going to keep bringing it up in cryptic ways that matter a lot to the survival of your characters.
Exactly. It's so...
Well, I mean, we got another hint about Marcus as well. That's not necessarily his original body.
That was pretty
that
cool.
was huge. So many huge moments.
And Marcus, oh my God, Marcus is going
cat or a
to.
yak.
We're probably gonna meet Marcus again because we're probably gonna go tell Zuzu what happened. Maybe.
Well, Marcus is being sent back to the captain, and you guys are being sent back to Zuzu to make sure all the forces in midspace know what's happening.
I want to keep going. I want to keep dissecting this episode because there is so much cool shit in it. But I need to ask Dickie, did you get everything out that you wanted, or was there something you missed? Tell us all the things about your game.
Oh, I mean, this one was a pretty tight, difficult one, wasn't it? Like, I didn't give you guys a lot of wiggle room, so I was able to play most of my hand, to be honest.
Oh, this was a
I
Dick
actually-
game.
Okay.
Dick
I
Magic
actually
game.
did. I did all the things on my checklist.
All right.
Holy heck. Now, does that happen much?
No, it never happens.
Oh, Dick Magic, everyone. You got a Dick Magic episode.
Well, I mean, I do always get from A to B.
Yeah.
But how we get there, whereas this time, like, I was like, okay, I've got a lot of things that I need you guys to learn about and know about. And I
That's
wasn't
incredible.
sure how it would happen, but it came out very, 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 very tight and tidy, really.
Mate.
I mean, the old Yeller thing, I was just not expecting. That completely stole all the dramatic power from everything else. However scary BJ is,
I made myself a bigger shithead.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible what you did. Wow. That is up there in top moments of Dick Magic.
I was never quite sure how I was going to pull it all out.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't necessarily going to just kill the 21 like that, but then
You had to roll it up.
because of everything I had in play there, and then once like Z did the illusion of the running thing, I was like, okay, he's going to take his shot now. You know, this is that massive display of power, take out everyone at once, because he was intending to kill Z as well.
So what were some of the other ways you wanted to kill the 21?
I mean, it was always going to be
21 ways to die.
this is how you see how powerful
Exactly.
he is. Like, this is
Yeah.
how you see how callous and how dangerous he is in this situation right here. If you come at him on his own turf where he's prepared, you really don't stand a chance.
Damn.
Yeah.
So like, that was not necessarily kill all of them, maybe just kill some of them, half of them. It kind of depended how this played out, but yeah.
Jeez.
The way it worked out, it was just, no, we need to be
Yeah.
cold and harsh and just...
God damn. What an episode.
Feels a little bit like cheating, having snipers with X-ray vision with fucking super fucking laser beams up in the balcony, ready to one-shot anyone.
I was into it.
Yeah, I think you're the game master, so I think that's allowed. I think godlike powers are kind of part and parcel with your role.
Fuck.
Well, damn.
I feel like sometimes we push it too hard, so you kind of have to do that sometimes too, just keep the balance.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, right? The way that episode just ended, you know what we're doing next?
It's Boris. It's the Borigin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we're going into a Borigin.
That's
We're
absolutely,
gonna
that's
have to go
exactly
into a Borigin story.
that line was for a Borigin. We have to
Fucking
decide who
hell,
we're going to be.
doing a Borigin story.
Oh my God. Do you know, Dick, do you know the story that you want to tell?
I know the story I want to tell.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, this is how we learn what Boris just completed.
Oh my God. Do you think that you could give us some vibe ideas so that we can start thinking about who we need to be?
Well, I'll do that off microphone, I think. Let's keep some secrets.
Okay.
Let's keep some secrets.
Oh my God. Okay.
But I'll
secrets.
give you guys a little bit of a heads up as to what we're going to be doing.
Keep your secret.
But speaking of giving people a heads up on what we're doing,
Is it time for our secret?
Oh my god, it's time for the secret!
It's time for the
Time. We get to tell.
Okay, wait.
We get to talk about it. We get to talk about it.
Let's before we do that, let's just play some happy party pose music, okay? And let the music play.
yeah, you can't see, but we're like party posing right now.
Okay, that's enough party pose.
Can't be Mario.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know why I
like
did
something
that.
I've got access to in my library.
It's gonna be everybody dance now.
Don't have access to that. But
You don't have the license to that famous.
No, I sadly don't.
To the famous 1984 hit.
It'll be whatever played during our Randy episode.
It'll be Cisco's seminal 1999 smash,
Synth
the thong
dance
song.
music. Or something from White Bad Audio.
Okay. Okay, fine. Whatever.
So, okay, big news. What's the adjective for this?
We have been
Hold on.
acquired. We are
been
now
acquired?
We are now represented.
We're a realm podcast, baby.
Oh yeah.
We're on a network. What does that mean?
Fucking hell. Can you believe it?
Not
We've been doing
really.
this for 5 years.
What does that mean? I
What
mean,
does that mean?
for you, it might not change a lot. You know, you can listen to us exactly as you have been. A little Realm logo might appear on a few things.
I do think there will be adverts now for the listeners on your open podcatcher services. There will be adverts now, but this is our first step into actually turning this into a job for us.
Yeah.
Like, and building this into a thing where we can leave our full-time work and stop doing this as a hobby and maybe potentially one day doing this as a full-time or part-time.
Pro
we can
as
dream,
heck.
right? But this is the first step to that.
We're dreaming. We're still dreaming. And we couldn't even get to this dream if it weren't for the dreams that came before it. And every one of those was you guys.
Yeah, so it's fucking incredible. We've been doing this for 5
exciting.
years. Orbital Refuse has been going since 2021.
2020.
Since
No, it's
2020.
since 2020.
Sorry, since 2020. And so yeah, we're at this point now, and Realm, they were like, want to be on the network, and we're like, fuck yeah.
You know what? We've just reached this point now where we've like doubled in size in the last year, but we want to go a lot further than that.
Oh,
and
yeah. All the way
they're
to
gonna help promote
space.
us. They're gonna, we're gonna work with them, and we're gonna get a little bit, getting a few more ear holes out there.
That's the dream.
Yeah, that's the dream.
So you know what it is? It's not us that's on Realm. It's us. That didn't make sense.
No, but it's that movie scene, right? They're locked in the room with us.
Yeah,
It's like,
we're not looked in here with Realm.
Realm's locked in here with me.
But yeah, there's going to be tons of cool shit, hopefully, from this. You know, like there will be
hopefully
some
it'll
feed
let us,
drops.
it'll get us so that we can make more stuff.
Yes, because we got so many more ideas
That's
that we
the
want to
dream.
do on our list. Like if you got to see our little work file that we have behind
Oh my
this, it's full of stuff that we want to make. It's just we don't have enough time or sadly money. We just need to use our day hours with work.
in the salt
and
mines.
This is hopefully the first step towards making this.
To leaving the salt mine and entering another salt mine.
Exactly.
Which is
We'd like to enter our own salt mine.
we're about to have our own salt mine, guys.
Watch this space.
Watch it.
We ain't gonna be off. Changing. They're not taking any creative control or anything like that.
No,
We're still gonna give you the continuation of the exact same story we've been telling all along.
Yeah.
And hopefully, there's gonna be more of you listening. So
yeah, it's
look forward to that.
Nothing will change for you as a listener. It'll still be coming through all of the same podcatchers, no matter where you're listening. The only thing that will be different is that there will now be adverts on the main feed. And if you don't want adverts, well, you can join us on the Patreon, get the bonus content that we produce, and also ad-free episodes there. If not, then just by listening, you'll be supporting us. That'll be supporting us 100% just by listening.
Yep.
Will be helping us step towards that goal of making this a job for us. And so it's a fucking incredible step for us, and I'm so proud of where we are. And thank you everyone for joining us on this journey.
And with that in mind, we'll see you all again next time for Boris Day.
Borigin.
The Borigin.
Bye.
Bye. Tune in next time for another edge-of-your-seat adventure in space with the Backwater Bastards.
If you enjoy listening, but also have eyes, check out our Instagram, where we post drawings, illustrations, character art from our adventures. Backwater_Bastards. Check out our Instagram on Instagram.
Ze, for a beautiful moment there, I was really, before those lasers went off, I was about...
Trevor, yes.
I was about to win big. We'd probably 50,000 credits.
Oh, yeah,
like that.
You were. And then, look, Trevor, well,
that's gambling for you, I suppose.
Well, that's gambling, but, that was a loan, Trevor, so, yeah. Anyways, Boris is back, and, onwards with the next mission, Trevor. And I'm sure we'll figure out ways of getting that money back from you at some point in the future. Until then, just make sure you stick to the first level of food from the food replicator, and don't go overusing water in the shower. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll see you soon, Trevor. Boris is back. Gotta go make sure he's feeling welcome. Okay, Trevor. Yes, have a good one, Trevor. So glad you're here. Okay. Love you back, baby. Yes, the true hero's here. Hero does own 10 grand though. Okay, 10,000 credits, Trevor. Pretty light show. Okay, I'm just gonna close this door now, Trevor. See you later.